Welcome to this week's session with Putnam County District Library. This week we are looking at accessibility features that are available with Chromebook. One thing to keep in mind that many of these same accessibility features are available on a standalone computer like a Mac or Windows machine as well. So I'm just going to take a quick look this week at 4 different accessibility features that I think you might find helpful. The first one is, and the first topic or part that I'd like to talk about is the fact that how to go about enabling these accessibility features and options in a quick manner on your Chromebook. So in the bottom left corner of your Chromebook, you will see that there is a gear, what looks like the gear, and on this screen you see the gear located there in the gray box where you can then click on this gear and then it will show you the quick settings menu automatically, which makes it easier to get to. So I gave you 2 different images here because this is what you will see. It always looks like the little icon gentleman with his arms outstretched there. And then what will happen is you will toggle on where it says show accessibility options in quick settings. That way it will always be available down at the bottom of your screen. So that's just to make it easier, a quicker way to get this available to you. So the first option we're going to look at is what is called the dictation. And with dictation, you can see there in my top image where we've turned dictation on. Notice it is toggled on. What this will do is if you click on the microphone, again, down below there, you will see what happens is when whatever you would speak or say will now come across in the box there that is available, and when you are talking, just like on your phone or anything else that you might be using dictation with, whatever you speak will appear. It can be done on websites, email, Google Docs. You can use the dictation. The second item we were going to look at is select to speak. So whatever you highlight will be read to you. It's useful with websites, docs, but it's especially useful with PDFs. That's something that even having an extension, it does not always read PDF or speak the PDFs to you, but in this case with select to speak, it will. So again, in the box, you can see where you turn that on, and then it works on almost anywhere, anything that you might be using. The third is the large mouse cursor. So you can turn this on. It's very helpful for individuals who have a hard time finding the mouse on a page, especially with younger children. A lot of times that can be difficult. It's also helpful to use when you're presenting to a group. So when you're presenting to a group, if you've got that mouse image larger, it's easier to see. But the other thing that you can also do is notice below then the second box where I have it turned on where it says highlight the mouse cursor. And notice now in the image you can see there is a circle around the cursor as well. So it just makes it one more easy way for that to stand out. And then the last accessibility feature that I wanted to bring up to you is the full screen magnifier. This is especially helpful for individuals that have low or poor vision, because what it does is it allows you to zoom in to a different area on the screen. It's also helpful to highlight and draw attention to certain areas. So again, this can also be helpful if you're doing anything with a presentation to people. I also would like to make sure that you notice all of the different options that are available under accessibility. Not just dictation, not just full screen magnifier, but you have the color correction. Color inversion is one that I did not speak of. That is one that if you have that turned on, it can make it easier for some individuals to see something with a black background instead of a white background. So again, you just inverts those colors for you. That is just a brief 4 highlights of accessibility features that are available, and actually a couple other just mentioned there on the side that you might find helpful. The best thing to do is to go into underneath accessibility and just toggle them on, see what it does, and then take them and then turn them back off. And that would be the most helpful. I was just highlighting the 4 that I find probably the used the most and that I myself even have used. I hope that this information is helpful to you and that everyone has a fantastic week.